Hey, it's Derek from Ideal Body, and this video is about how eating good fat foods will help you lose more weight. Let's get right into it. So today I'm going to share with you 3 specific good fat foods that are filled with healthy fats going to help you lose more weight. Now, the reason why you want to start eating more healthier, higher fat foods is because your body's naturally going to burn more fat when you eat higher fat foods. Now, I know for a long time we've been told that you're supposed to avoid fatty foods, that it raises your cholesterol, that it increases your risk of heart attack, that it clogs your arteries. But research is showing that that is completely not true. In fact, if you eat more healthier, high-fat foods, you're actually going to decrease your risk of inflammation in the body, which is the precursor to almost every deadly disease known to man. So eating more healthier, high-fat foods is not only going to help you lose more weight and burn more fat, but it's also going to make you much more healthier so you can live longer and spend a lot more time with your kids or grandkids, creating memories that will last forever. So the reason why eating high-fat foods is so healthy for you and why it helps you burn more fat is because your body basically relies on 2 sources of energy. It can use sugar for energy or it can use fat for energy. The problem is if you eat a lot of high carb foods, a lot of high sugar foods, your body is just relying on your carbs and your sugars for energy. And when you exercise or even when you just go throughout your day, you're not burning off any fat. So you're just kind of burning off the same sugar stores and then it gets replenished the second you start eating more of these high carb, high sugar foods. And then it's just this vicious cycle of burning through that sugar, never getting to your stored fat. And that's why the weight never comes off even if you exercise more or think that you're eating healthier. It's because you're never actually burning off your stored fat for energy. Now, another reason why the healthy high-fat foods work so well is because your body naturally releases a hormone called insulin whenever you eat. Now, if you eat, again, higher carb foods, even the healthier foods like high sugar fruits, things like that, your body's going to release a lot of insulin. If you eat high-fat foods, your body doesn't release as much insulin because the insulin basically takes the sugar from the foods and shuttles it to your cells, to your muscles to be burned up for energy. The thing is, when you eat the high-fat foods, there aren't a lot of sugar in them, so your body doesn't release a lot of insulin, and that's great because then your body doesn't have the sugar to burn through, and it just relies on your stored fat to start burning that off for energy. So 3 simple foods that you can start eating more of today that's going to help you burn more fat and lose more weight even if you never exercise. The first one we got is full fat cheese. So high fat cheese is one of the best foods that you can start eating because it tastes great. A lot of people love cheese, but again, you've been told for so many years to not eat it because it's gonna raise your cholesterol, it's gonna clog your arteries, which again is not true. So the reason why high fat cheese works so well is because there's the high fat part of it and there's also protein in it. So when you combine fats with proteins, what's going to happen is it's going to help you build a little bit more lean muscle tissue, help you get stronger lean muscle tissue, but it's also going to fill you up with the healthy fats. So a lot of people who eat a high carbohydrate diet, they're eating, at one point you were probably told to eat more meals throughout the day, to constantly be snacking to raise your metabolism. Again, another myth that isn't true. If you're constantly eating all day long, your body is just releasing a ton of insulin, and again, you're just burning all the food off during the day, so you never actually get to the stored fat on your body to burn that off. So high fat cheese is a great option. Cheddar, Gouda, there's a million different kinds, whichever one's your favorite. The firmer cheeses are better because there's less sugar in them. When you get to the really soft ones, there can be a little bit higher sugar content in them. So you want to stick with the harder cheeses the best you can, but start adding those in. You can add them to foods. You can eat them plain as a snack. Just a great way to start getting more healthier, high-fat foods into your diet. All right, food number 2 we got here is guacamole. And I was never a big fan of guacamole growing up. I just didn't like the taste. But then once I got a little bit older and I started eating more of it, I absolutely love it now and put it on a ton of different foods. So guacamole is mainly made from avocados, and avocados, again, is a great high-fat food. There's a lot of healthy fats in there that help, again, kill your cravings, that help fill you up so you're not tempted to eat all throughout the day. So guacamole is a great thing that you can put on obviously Mexican food. If you have tacos, things like that, taco salad, which is what we usually do because we cut out the shell, we cut out the wrap, the tortilla, because we don't want those empty calories being in your diet. And then you put it in like a taco salad, something like that, a big salad bowl, put some ground beef in there, and then put the guacamole on top. So another thing I like to make is chicken. So chicken breast, chicken thigh, anything like that. Scoop of guacamole on top of that, tastes incredible. You can do it if you do like a pork roast. If you slow cook a pork roast, something like that in a slow cooker where it's cooking all day long, very simple, very easy. You can add some guacamole on top of that and just ups the flavor. Scrambled eggs, really anything you like. You can start adding more guacamole to it to help you burn more fat. And then food number 3 here, we got the organic ground beef. And again, you don't have to go organic. If you're able to, then it's obviously better. If you can do grass-fed meat, that's obviously better. But again, I realize not everybody can do that. So again, just stick with the ground beef. If that's all you can do right now, it's perfectly fine. But again, another healthier, high-fat food. For some reason, we've been told to avoid the red meat. They, raise your cholesterol. They increase your risk of heart disease. Again, completely not true. You want to start eating more of these foods. So again, you could do anything with, hamburgers. You could make tacos with the ground beef. You could, there's a million different recipes online that you can go and find to start including these into your meals. So we got the cheese here, we got the guacamole, we got the ground beef. Start adding more of these foods into your meals every single day, because when you naturally do this, you're not going to have the room for the empty calories like the crackers, the chips, the pasta, the rice, all those foods that are just causing your body to store more fat. You're going to get filled up on these foods. Another reason why this works so well is because it's really hard to overeat these foods. So if you have something like potato chips, you can easily eat an entire bag of potato chips. I did it a million times when I was a kid. It was super easy because there's nothing in there that fills you up. It's just a lot of processed calories. You can do that with crackers, pretzels, all these foods, and it's easy to overeat them. Even foods like pasta and rice, a single serving is very small, but if you go out and eat those at a restaurant, you're getting a bowl full and it's like 5 to 6 servings. But with foods like this, the healthier, high-fat foods, it's very hard to overeat them. Nobody overeats steak. Nobody overeats beef or cheese. Like, it's very hard to overeat these foods because they naturally fill you up and you'll physically feel ill if you start eating way too much of them. So it's just a way that you can kind of manage what you're eating, and you don't even have to worry about portion sizes because this naturally does it for you. So again, start eating more of these healthier, high-fat foods. It's the fastest and easiest thing that you can do to start burning more fat and losing more weight right now. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button below. Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know anything you want me to cover in future videos. And go ahead and subscribe because I'm cranking out new videos every single week to help you burn more fat and lose more weight. And if you want my free gift on how to triple your fat burning overnight without exercise, just go ahead and click the link below. Let me know your best email and I'll send it over to you 100% free. My way of just saying thank you for taking the time to watch this video.